Good morning, good people. This is your Poolproof Wisdom Moment. Happy Friday. You know, if you're someone who happens to be able to live in this world and only find of interest what is happening in your life and in the lives of those people you care for, I don't know how you do it. Personally, I'm someone who looks at what's going on in the entire world and I take into consideration what it must be like for others, people who don't live the life that I live, who have the experiences that I have, who have the blessings and the gifts that I may have been able to receive. And I have to think about those things because I don't live in this world alone. And it's absolutely impossible for me to sit and look and judge anything without taking into context the lives of other people. Now, there is no area in which this is more real, more something that I deal with and struggle with on a daily basis than when I look at the stories and the experiences of other people who are in struggle. Now, some of you out there have the capacity to not give a damn about anyone else. You are not the people I'm talking to today. Who I'm talking to are the people who actually do care that there are people who aren't able to do basic things that we take for granted, who are not able to wake up every day with a sense of hope because all they've known throughout their life is hopelessness. People who are under attack simply for being born as they are. That is in regard to race, gender, sexual preference, sexual identification, who have grown into a belief system based upon faith. There are so many things to list that I can't even begin to go there, but you get the idea. If you're somehow able to wake up and look at the world in the context of how certain people are treated for distinctions and differences, while people are still running around talking about embracing diversity and equity and inclusion, as I said, I don't know how you do it. It is the thing that is with me most days. The fact that I live in a place where it is considered normal that there are people who don't have a place to live. Homelessness, as they want to refer to biblical scripture, is something that they align with the old line of the poor shall always be with ye. Well, I don't buy it. I can't buy it. And I think each of us needs to wake up every day with a hopeful pursuit that makes us believe that each of us, in our own individual ways, can do what we need to do to change the human condition. So, when I was younger, back when I was dating, because I believed that's what you're supposed to do, before I wised up for myself, I'm not talking about you folks, but for myself, and to realize I don't give a flying fig about dating. I don't want to do it, so I'm not going to. But I was told once by someone I dated that I did not have an emotional chip when it came to romance. And perhaps she was right. I do not necessarily subscribe to all the things that people think are associated with romantic activities and overture. So be it. Fortunately, I got out of that relationship and I have not looked back since. But I was thinking about emotional chips in terms of where we are as a human race. And I think that a lot of people have turned off their emotional chip when it comes to their fellow humans. To be able to look and see what's going on with the human condition and not accept the fact that it really shouldn't be this way. We should all care a lot more about each other because we are human. We are born of the same physical and emotional needs as anyone else. And there is a desire we should have to ensure that everybody gets an equal opportunity to live a good life. I've been homeless. I've been hungry. I've been attacked because of the color of my skin. I have been attacked because I am male. There are lots of things I can talk about, and everybody who goes through something that no one else seems to want to understand because it's not their problem, well, We should be thinking about these things. Now, I hate generalization when people talk about all people do this or all people do this or all of a specific group are this way or that way. None of us are monoliths. All of us are human. And because of that, we should find our common ground. We should look for those things that matter. And we should identify ways to help each person along the path of their life have a decent life. There should be, in my mind, no homelessness. There should be no hunger. There should be none of the inequity that exists in our humanity in this global space that we inhabit. But if we can get up and turn off our humanity switch, that emotional switch that says we are all in this together, by saying, well, I've got mine are taken care of, that's enough. That, for me, good people, is problematic, and it should be for you as well. I am encouraging you this morning, on this Friday morning, as I deliver this PooleProof wisdom moment, that if you have found some means and some justification because it's easier than dealing with the reality of what's going on, to turn off your humanity switch, please turn it back on. Turn it back on and see what's happening in this world. See what's happening to fellow humans who have no hope, who have no recourse, because politics and economics have convinced people that those are the only things that matter. These are opportunities for each of us to fight for something that shouldn't be up for question when it comes to what is right and wrong. We all need to share this planet. We all need to help each other to live fair, decent, and equitable lives. We all have got to realize that ultimately, outside of our faith in God, we are all we have. And as each one of us, from wherever we are, whatever our class, our race, our economic status, and all of the other demographic attributes that we can tie ourselves to may be, we are all human. Embrace that. Turn that switch back on, and one person, one opportunity at a time, help each other. Make a difference. Give. Care. Fight for humans. And if you can do that, when you wake up every day, you won't have to just look at what's happening in the world and wonder what it means. You will understand it inherently, and you will have known that you played a part, God willing, to make a difference in the lives of other people, and in doing so, changing the state of the world in which we live in. I can't think of a more wonderful activity on a daily basis. Still take care of the people you love and who love you. Still take care of your friends and your neighbors as you see fit. But extend your reach to those who you don't know, those who are in struggle, those who are suffering, those who are fighting to simply be themselves. And know that in doing so, you are not only responding to the essential call that turning that humanity switch back on will deliver, but you are serving a purpose that is greater than yourself. And no matter where you come from, no matter what you believe in, let me be the one to tell you in case you have lost track of it lately. That's what you're here for. You are not here just for yourself. You're here for everyone. You know, we all pray and we ask God to take care of us. We do pray for others in the world, but we leave everything else in the big picture to the good Lord. Well, the good Lord looks at us and says, I have expectations for you as well. And that expectation includes taking responsibility for being good to other people. All other people. You know what that means. I know what that means. And together, we know what that means we need to do. You consider that today and every day. And that is your PooleProof Wisdom moment for the day. Find my podcast, PooleProof Wisdom, on podcast platforms everywhere. I love the fact that that is something I can say. I also have written 3 books. You can find all of them on online booksellers everywhere. It's the I Am My Own Cause series. The last version of that book, I Am My Own Cause, the third act, Surviving and Thriving, is available on those same online platforms in print version, but you can also find it in audio version on Audible. It's a great listen. Listen while you're in the car, listen while you're taking a run, listen while you're at the gym, listen anywhere and anytime you have an opportunity. I guarantee you it will provoke you to think differently about not only your life, but what role you play in the lives of others with whom you share this world. And that this morning is what's on my spirit. That's what's in my heart. And as I've delivered this message today, hopefully it will be on your heart too. Good people, have a great weekend. Make sure that you enjoy the opportunity you have to live free and in connection with the universe, and look at the opportunities you may have to help others do the same. Make it a great weekend.